Okay.
Brandon Robinson from Horizon Aircraft, ticker symbol HOVR, had a great announcement about they were successful with their NASDAQ listing requirements. NASDAQ has been all over the map in terms of how companies can qualify to be on NASDAQ, in terms of market cap, in terms of share price, and so on and so forth. And at the end of the day, it was a great announcement. But what's even more important is the type of new aircraft that these guys are building and such like that. And Brandon Robinson, founder and CEO of Horizon Aircraft, stock symbol HOVR, joins us now on Zoom. Brandon, how are you, sir?
Doing very well, my friend. How are you?
I got to tell you, man, I don't know how you do everything you do. First of all, he's a stud ball fighter pilot.
Yeah, of course.
Then he's the CEO of a publicly traded company.
Yeah.
And he's also juggling the NASDAQ requirements along with everything else you're doing. Give us an update on what's happening with the company in terms of strategic planning. So I know you guys are moving the needle here in terms of business.
Yeah, it was great working with the NASDAQ. To be fair, they are, they're scrutinizing companies, the smaller companies, especially high growth companies like ours. But they were pretty relieved to see that we had some legitimate tech, a great team, a military sort of founder-led company. And yeah, it was a really positive conversation ultimately with the NASDAQ, and we qualified for listing under a number of their pillars. So that's really good. And again, it's a testament to the quality of company that we're building.
Hey, I know you're short on time today because of what you're doing there strategically as a company and in your meetings and such. But we never get to talk about your team. Talk about your team for a minute. That's something we haven't spent a lot of time on here on the show.
Well, this is one of the things I'm most proud of. I mean, we have just a world-class team that's coming together. We pulled our CTO in from a leading eVTOL manufacturer and a few more world-class individuals that, of course, come with someone of his caliber. These are world leaders in aerospace, in power electronics, in propulsion technologies, and all the things that make and enable our particular aircraft. So it's been fantastic. The last position that we opened up, we had over 250 applications for. So it's a bit of a process to get through. But we're focused on continuing to keep a very high bar, elite folks that have been there and done that, and have got scars, and they know how to move this program forward practically.
Brandon, now that we're past the point of having to carpet bomb Canada, I think it's good news for both our countries. But how tough is it with your technology and what you are building to stay in one lane and keep people from, oh, well, wait, if we're doing this, we should be doing this. And if we're doing that, we should be doing this over here. Is it hard?
Yeah, so I mean, there's so many ways to innovate with some of the new technologies that are available to us that I think our superpower is that we're a bunch of practical folks as well.
Okay.
So, engineers can go down many different bunny trails, and they always want to optimize and improve things that may or may not, should or should not exist. We maintain, I think we're pretty proud of the fact that we maintain a kind of a practical thread throughout the company. So everything we do, we want to make sure that it can exist in the real world. It's going to make people money. It's going to be safe. And ultimately, our aircraft is going to be usable for a bunch of folks. Emergency medical services like you have up there. In the military, folks are quite interested in our technology for a number of different reasons. And so that practical thread that kind of weaves everything together has been our superpower, I think.
Hey, Brandon, I know you're short on time because of your strategic planning stuff that you're doing there, and I can't wait to have you back on here next week. And got to get you in San Diego because I know that Bloomberg wants to have you on for a lengthy Bloomberg focus. But my question has to do with commercialization and competition. Can you just briefly comment on both those things for 2025? Because I know you're doing planning right now.
Yeah, so I'll hit the last one first. So the competition has been quite interesting, I think, and I think I spoke to this last time I was on the show. You back up 3 or 4 years, people were wondering if these types of aircraft could even be certified. Fast forward to 2025, I mean, there's going to be some folks that certify these types of aircraft relatively soon, and it's not a question of if anymore. It's just kind of a question of when. And I think some of the more practical designs are sort of rising to the top. Our aircraft is focused on regional travel. So a lot of the all-electric folks, they're focused sort of intra-city, so between places within a city, 50 kilometers to 100 kilometers, or for the American folks, 30 to 50 miles. We're focused on regional travel, longer distances, doing more work faster, going between cities, if that makes sense. And that opens up a lot of really cool mission sets, and it has a lot of regional operators that are quite interested in our technology alongside, again, the emergency medical services folks. So from a competition perspective, because we're hybrid and we move faster, carry more, and go faster, there is not a lot of current competition that can operate at our speeds and our ranges. They're mostly focused on, again, those much slower machines, much more confined distances. From a commercialization perspective, we will have a full-scale aircraft up and testing in the next 24 to 30 months.
Wow.
That might sound like a little ways away.
No, that doesn't. It sounds
very,
like
very
the speed of light, considering where you guys started. I mean, that's
yeah, absolutely. So we have a large-scale prototype that is in active flight testing. We're building full-scale aircraft parts right now. It's a pretty exciting time for Horizon Aircraft.
Brandon Robinson, founder and CEO Horizon Aircraft, ticker symbol HOVR. Can't wait to get you back on again, Brandon.
We got to get you in San Diego, buddy.
Yes.
I'm coming.
Come on, man.
I'm there anytime. Love you guys.
We'll let the U.S. government let you across the border.